Once upon a time, in the serene land of ancient India, there lived a wise and compassionate monk named Ananda. He was known throughout the region not only for his deep understanding of the Buddha's teachings, but also for his unshakable mind. People would travel from far and wide to seek his guidance on various matters, especially on how to strengthen their minds. One day, a young prince named Sidartha, burdened by the pressures of ruling his kingdom, came to visit Ananda. The prince was troubled by anxieties, fears, and doubts that clouded his mind, preventing him from making wise decisions. He confessed his worries to the monk, saying, "Master Ananda, my responsibilities as a ruler are overwhelming. My mind is like a stormy sea, tossed and turned by every wave of emotion. I don't know how to find peace within. Please teach me how to become mentally strong." Ananda listened to the prince with compassion and then invited him to join him on a journey to a nearby mountain. As they walked, Ananda began to share a story. Long ago, Ananda began, there was a mighty tree that stood at the edge of a vast forest. This tree was tall and robust, with deep roots that anchored it firmly in the earth. It provided shelter to many creatures and was admired by all who passed by. However, there was something special about this tree. It remained unshaken by the fiercest storms that often swept through the forest. While other trees were uprooted and destroyed, this one stood tall and unmoved. Curious, Prince asked, "How did the tree become so strong, Master?" Ananda smiled and continued, "The tree had grown from a tiny seed that had been carried by the wind and planted in the rocky, barren soil of the mountain. From the very beginning, the tree faced harsh conditions. Strong winds, scorching sun, and little water. But instead of withering away, the tree's roots dug deep into the earth, searching for nourishment. Its branches grew stronger as they stretched toward the sky, resisting the wind and embracing the sun's warmth. Over time, the tree developed an unshakable strength, both above and below the ground. As they reached the top of the mountain, Ananda paused and turned to the prince. "Your mind is like that tree, Siddhartha. To become mentally strong, you must learn to root yourself deeply in the teachings of the Buddha and face life's challenges with courage and resilience." Prince looked out at the vast landscape below and asked, "But how, Master? How can I root myself deeply and remain unshaken by the storms of life?" Ananda gently guided the prince to sit on a flat rock overlooking the valley below. "There are 3 practices that will help you cultivate a strong mind," he said. First is mindfulness. Just as the tree was aware of its surroundings, the wind, the sun, the soil, you must become aware of your thoughts and emotions. Observe them without judgment, and let them pass like clouds in the sky. When you practice mindfulness, you create space between your thoughts and your reactions, allowing you to respond wisely rather than impulsively. The second practice is meditation. Ananda continued, "Just as the tree's roots grew deep into the earth, you must cultivate inner stillness through meditation. In meditation, you connect with the calm and steady nature of your mind, which lies beneath the surface of your thoughts. This calmness is your true nature, untouched by the turmoil of the external world. With regular meditation, you will find that your mind becomes like the deep roots of the tree, stable and grounded, no matter what storms may come." The third practice, Ananda said, is compassion. Just as the tree provided shelter and shade to all creatures, you must cultivate compassion for yourself and others. Compassion is the heart's wisdom, and it strengthens the mind by dissolving the barriers of fear and anger. When you act with kindness and understanding, you free yourself from the mental chains of resentment and greed, allowing your mind to expand and grow strong. Prince listened intently to Ananda's words, and as he did, a sense of clarity began to emerge in his mind. He realized that true strength did not come from avoiding difficulties, but from embracing them with wisdom, patience, and compassion. "Thank you, Master Ananda," Prince said with a deep bow. "I now understand that to become mentally strong, I must cultivate mindfulness, meditation, and compassion. I will begin these practices at once and nurture my mind as the tree nurtured its roots." Ananda smiled and placed his hand on the prince's shoulder. "Remember, Siddhartha, just as the tree grew stronger with time, so too will your mind. Be patient with yourself, and know that each challenge you face is an opportunity to deepen your roots and grow. With persistence and practice, you too will become unshakable, the mighty tree. From that day forward, the young prince diligently followed the practices of mindfulness, meditation, and compassion. Over time, his mind became calm and steady, and he was able to rule his kingdom with wisdom and grace. He faced the challenges of life with an unshakable mind, just as the tree stood tall and firm against the storms. And so, the story of the unshakable mind became a timeless teaching, reminding all who heard it that true mental strength comes from cultivating awareness, inner stillness, and compassion in the face of life's challenges.